There is an unseen enemy invading the systems of thousands of businesses all over the country. A supervirus from which there appears to be no immunity and no cure. Both computers and their operators are affected simultaneously. Across all professions, in businesses large and small, MIS managers, software designers, architects, accountants, and doctors have been found slumped over their workstations, apparently in some kind of coma. Nothing can rouse them. As mistrust and conspiracy theories abound, operators blame the companies, who in turn blame the vendors, who can offer no explanation as to the cause of the mysterious disease. As more and more businesses are taken offline permanently, those unaffected fall prey to absenteeism. Fear goes online. Industry leaders, anxious to get to the bottom of the problem, have called in a team of experts from the Federal Bureau of Information Technology. Agents Fax Folder and myself, Data Scuzzy, have been assigned to the case. Experts in the unexplained were dedicated to uncovering the truth behind the NT files. Because when it comes to the ultimate NT solution, the truth is out there.
Fax folder, FBIT, sir. Would you mind standing up for a moment, please? Assume the position. Here, sir. Hands on head, that's it. Thank you. Okay, he's clean. Sir, I need to ask you a few questions, and I suggest you cooperate. Where were you last Saturday around 8:45 p.m.?
Not sure.
So you are not, in fact, logged onto the internet site known as Lolita's Lovelorn Loveline, using the handle well hung? How about an autopsy?
I can take out his motherboard and send it back to the lab, but the results will probably be the same as for all the other victims. Ordinary computer, ordinary operating system.
Scuzzy, maybe that's it.
What are you driving at?
All of the victims so far were using ordinary computers and ordinary operating systems.
So?
But not every company's been affected.
Yes, but people are too scared to turn up for work.
Well, maybe we should be looking at the systems which aren't affected rather than those that are.
But what kind of computer or operating system could convey an immunity to something like this? It would have to be something more advanced than anything we've seen so far. Surely if that kind of technology existed, we'd have heard about it by now.
Have you heard of something known as Project X?
Project X, I thought it was just a rumor. The IT equivalent of the Roswell incident.
Believe me, it exists. And like Roswell, there are those who would prefer it didn't become public knowledge.
If Project X is a reality, it would mean taking the NT operating system far beyond its present capabilities, as well as developing a mobile system that doesn't compromise on mobility or weight.
Digital. Digital have...
FBIT, throw down your weapon! Come out! Come out! Let's take an example of client-server environment, such as SAP, one of the world's most sophisticated application suites. Digital's Alpha provides incremental performance over and above what can be achieved by an Intel product. So if it's overall performance you need, Digital can certainly deliver. As seen here, Digital can provide a client-server environment that supports a record of up to 1,150 users at a total cost of $969,000. The maximum number of users in the same environment that can be achieved with an Intel-based product is around 700 users, however, offered at a much cheaper solution of $378,000. Big deal.
– 2 years ago, we had a situation where our 9,500 student workstations, 1 of them
were not being adequately supported. Our 8,000 staff workstations were not connected to the network, and we had to do something and do it quickly. We acquired digital alphas and we clustered them to provide high reliability. We installed digital's pathworks on the servers and linked all the classrooms for students.
When you install a digital server, it comes with NT Solution CDs, and it was very easy to install. Maintenance was quite good. Service was even better, and delivery is outstanding. I believe that digital has done Aussie Mail justice.
If we select CabSav, it will show us this server is no longer available. However, its files or IP address or database or applications have simply failed over in that time to the Merlot server, still remaining available to the network.
What kind of immunity does using NT on a digital platform afford?
Leave that with me. I'll cross-match the data.
Hey, your Venturis really packs some grunt.
Almost every department in the Bureau's running them now.
The perception is digital is expensive, when the truth is digital costs no more than its competitors.
And that's easy to forget, especially when you consider the unseen elements, such as digital service and customer support.
When deploying clients en masse across your business, you need to be sure that the returns outweigh the costs.
This whole exercise has provided a consistent environment which is far more cost effective for us to be able to support and maintain across the state.
Network computers are, by definition, system devices. As such, a network computer solution covers servers, network infrastructure, clients, processors, system software, application software, and of course, overall system design.
Our unique assembly process starts with a completely empty metal chassis, accompanied with a build card which describes all the parts to be fitted to that machine. The unit from here progresses down the kitting line, where all the options and the parts are kitted for that machine and sent through into the assembly area.
You get more than a box from digital. Since we started local assembly nearly 3 years ago, our whole operation has been geared to customizing. Hard drive really came through this time. You saw the evidence, Scuzzy. 1,200 units a day. Human beings can't achieve those kind of production figures, not by natural selection.
Fodor, what are you saying?
I'm talking about splicing the workers' genes with alien DNA. To create a race of super beings who can work around the clock without the need for a cappuccino and a Kit Kat.
I don't think the explanation is anything so exotic, Fodor. They just have several shifts operating to ensure delivery.
Oh. Well, we're talking about more than just a box here, Scuzzy, but a future paradigm that the customer has a key role in defining.
Don't get down, don't get down.
You've just seen some fantastic examples of what is possible with digital 3D workstations.
Jeepers, this Acme computer's processor is as slow as the Cretaceous period.
It must be one of the last old machines left in the entire department.
Whatever he was trying to download at the time, his processor just couldn't cope. Only a high-end workstation could run something like this.
That's right. It took Slicer too long to find that out.
Now this is interesting.
What have you found?
A readout of the last 5 programs Slicer ran.
And?
Retrieved email, launched Microsoft Internet Explorer, and accessed Lolita's Lovelorn Love Line.
You're not saying that Deputy Assistant Slicer is well hung?
Well, all the evidence points that way.
I'd never have guessed. If only I'd known him better.
Wait a minute.
Digital has been a player in the Windows NT space for well over 5 years, and today has established itself as a leading supplier of Windows-based solutions to the enterprise.
By uniting these products, services and support teams, you have access to industry-leading solutions and unmatched global coverage.
The price performance of the DEC equipment was also much better than its competitors.
Imagine the power of Windows NT combined with the power of mobility. Surely a potent force to be reckoned with, and one that many of the traditional leading notebook vendors have been unable to truly provide. With most notebook PCs running Windows NT really is something of a compromise, but with digital, it's now an optimised solution. But apart from running Windows NT, what exactly will the notebook of the future be like? Well, introducing the Digital Project X.
So it does exist. Project X.
It's unbelievable, Fax. This is a totally portable and uncompromised NT solution, offering complete immunity to the virus.
When it's released, Project X will revolutionize the notebook market for Windows NT, just as Digital have with the rest of their desktop, workstation, and server ranges.
Well, let's see what this baby can do.
Did you see that? Scuzzy, did you see that?
I think I may have heard something, Fax, but that's all. Good grief! Where did all these come from?
I'm only hypothesizing here, Scuzzy. But I believe that the phenomenal power of digital, in conjunction with Windows NT, has levered open a trans-dimensional doorway into an alternate, more technologically sophisticated reality.
Right. If you ask me, you're from an alternate reality.
But Scuzzy, don't you see this is proof positive?
That Digital has the broadest range of Windows NT platform solutions and expertise. I've been wanting to believe, Folder, and now I have hard evidence.
Well, let's get back to the office and file a report.
After which I think I'll need to download some extra RAM off your hard drive, Folder.
But Scuzzy, I only have a 3.5-inch floppy.
Oh, I think I can upgrade that for you. Trust me.
Scuzzy, I trust no one but digital.
(1930s), era of prohibition. Chicago is ruled by gangsters and bootleggers. The most feared, Al Capone, public enemy #1. His outfit of hoods are running booze to 90% of the speakeasies throughout the city. Law and order is crumbling. Chicago is a city of fear.
Hey, you took your time getting here. I had to make sure I wasn't followed. Now listen up. The boss suggested we keep our ears back and our eyes peeled, if you get my drift. The last 2 deliveries have gone sour. It's just like the feds knew we was coming. Yeah, that's right. I think we got a stoolie on our mitts. Hey, don't look at me. I ain't constipated. Shut up, you idiots. After tonight, it ain't gonna be a problem. The boss has promised us this new getaway vehicle he's having brought in. Once we've got that, we're gonna stay 1 step ahead of the mobs, and more importantly, 1 step ahead of the feds. So what's so special about this set of wheels? The boss didn't say. All I know is the price is damn near illegal, so we gotta make sure word of it doesn't get out. I'd feel a whole lot better if the boss hadn't managed to get it for tonight, but we gotta move this shipment of whiskey. So what's the plan? Gotta be a Ruby's by 2 with the booze unloaded. The last thing the boss wants is the customers of Ruby's to go thirsty. Yeah, he's a real humanitarian. looks like we're finished. Well, let's get moving, or Ruby won't have a speakeasy. She'll have a dry throat. That's a lot.
Oh, I don't like this. Something ain't right.
Federal agents, drop your weapons! It's a setup! Quick, shoot the light!
Australia brings you the creed for the new revolution. All around the country, people will rise up and the word will spread to every home, no matter how remote. For an idea cannot be contained, and as it is shared, millions will join us. The collective subconscious will awaken and realise its potential. The individual is unique. Perform in the theatre of your mind. Compete in the arena of your imagination. Go wherever you want. Explore the information. Reject ignorance. Question the origin of everything. Ask why. Profit from each and every experience. Never lose the ability to find wonder in everything you do. Touch the lives of those around you, and in these changing times, take comfort in the knowledge that we are all part of the interwoven whole. Reject propaganda. Speak out against injustice. Embrace the new ideology. Participate from the beginning. Realize your potential and know that one person can make a difference. Revolution starts with a single idea in the mind of an individual. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let nothing hold you back. Communicate. Evolve. We are no longer alone. Start the journey.